people within high powers using their, their money and their, possessions to be able to do certain things with certain people, and then thinking, oh, they can just brush this behind the rug. And next thing you know, they come out into today's world like, oh, a lot of this was going on. And we're just talking about like, possible backstories along the way, and then plus comparing and contrasting what's going on other places in the world. Like, for instance, if you heard of Anthony Edwards, the basketball player on the Timberwolves, his little allegation with the chick that he had, all that stuff. And, yeah.
Listen, that stories that you just spoke about, the stories you just spoke about, that's been the ongoing thing for the past, year now? Year and a half, so? This is a world of get the guy with the money. Get that guy. People are not willing. I mean, and I'll listen. If y'all ever become in a position where you have millions of dollars, not only have millions of dollars, but you have millions of dollars to spare, to go out and kick it and slang it around the city and clubs and stuff like that, you're going to get 2 or 3 of those allegations at some point if you're ever alone with a woman and you don't put her to the forefront. Once you start talking to her friends or those that are around and you get describing or making up whatever somebody did, I'm not saying that they didn't do these things, but it seems to always happen years later that it happened to somebody. Why doesn't it happen? Like if somebody's sexual, now you think logically, if somebody sexually assaults your daughter, you're not going to say, oh, baby, you're going to wait about 5 years and come in. You're going to take her to the police station that night.
Right.
And you're going to say, hey,
or hunt his ass down.
That's what I'm saying. It just amazes me how now that, it happens, you got to look at the dynamic of the United States. Certain things happen. Democrats, they set us up for all of this. Meaning, they push a lot of these narratives to put the woman towards the front. And for those that are on the bottom half, we're going to always lose in their capacity as long as the women are pushed towards the front, because they ain't pushed towards the front in those 1%ers. It's all about the men up here. Us poor people down here, that so-called fake middle class, the women are in front of us. And it doesn't matter what age. You can see that it's pretty much not mattering what what race. The women are pushed to the front. That's going to be the detriment of America going forward. But most of these guys, they're a little assholy. They may talk a little shit, say some shit that hurt your feelings and shit. So what do? What is a man to do? I just think it's sad that it happens years later. That shit. They should put it
out of money, right? They ran out of money.
Yes, and that's the thing. When they start getting to a point where they damn near broke or they tired of working or whatever,
they got the story in their pocket.
Right, and the sad thing about it, as long as it affects and even though like Vince McMahon, he has money, he's been standing in the way of a lot of young people who've been trying to break into the wrestling game. He's been that man. He sort of monopolized it for years. And now that he's older, even if they bring him up on charges and they, like you said, there are charges or whatever, he's going to still get to ride out in the sunset. He's going to still get to ride out in the sunset. Now, Puff Daddy's going to be a whole different story. A whole different story. So,
they got to bury Diddy.
But see, we bury Diddy first.
True.
We bury him first, so they know that he has no alliance,
or credibility.
So they're going to just do what they do.
Yep.
And I even challenged the whole thing about that situation because one, if you all were dating when his children's mother was deceased or what's they say unalive, then what do you know about it? And why did you wait till you got to the white dude? Now you suing. What what I'm saying? Why are you so quiet now? But see, the white girl boy, he tricking her. Your ass better get some of that money because I ain't trying to work. You better go get some of that. And now all of a sudden it happens. She wasn't doing it when she was single. So what changed?
And think about it. They always do this for the sake of a deal. They never do this for the simplicity of just the truth. And that's the crazy part about this. They never do it for the truth. They always do it for the game. And that's
the money first. Yes.
Some of y'all be capping. Even if it happens, y'all be still capping.
Yes. And that's the thing, because once your credibility is shot, then you're going to be destroyed anyway. That's the thing. Puff Daddy had got to $1 million. And see, the difference between Puff Daddy and I'll get, listen, I'm not throwing nobody on the bus. I hope none of this is true with anybody. But you notice how certain guys that are up there, none of this ever happens. And you can't tell me that some of those guys are like, hey, big booty Judy. If they go with the white girl, you don't hear none of this shit happen. But if they stick down with the sisters, some shit gonna go down about their name at some point. Yep. You can look at them. But see, here's the fall where brothers put themselves in. When they don't get married, like basketball players and football players, when they don't get married, they leave themselves victims to a lot of those circumstances, because a lot of them are just dating and screwing. They ain't really trying to be no committed. So hell yeah. I mean, it sounds mean and nasty or whatever. But shit, if he was dating my sister and he made her cry, I'd be like, look, mama need a new house. What you gonna do? That's what they being told. I'm just saying, it's not right. I just feel bad for guys that put themselves in this situation. But as we can see, the dynamic has shifted to get as much money as you can, any way you can get it without working for it. And that's going to be the downfall of America. Whether you Vince McMahon, anybody, that's going to be the downfall, because you can see the divide is getting larger and larger between men and women. And if we're not getting together, we're going to eventually start looking at each other like we some hot piece of sausage. Like, hey, that shit is demonic to me. So it's scary going into the future. I'm an older guy. You guys in your 30s and 40s, man, y'all better worry about y'all babies, man, because it's getting ugly out there.
Yes, sir.
Shit, you tell him. He said.
Scary. Wally, how old are you, man? You look like you're about 32, 33.
Oof, nah, I'm actually younger. I'm closing in on 30. I'm 29.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. You a baby, man. You a baby.
Yeah, see the hair. See, you thought the hair was the one.
no, I'm looking at your avatar, but man, you're not even 30, man. I mean, I don't know what you do, as far as your everyday life, but this is the greatest time in your life, brother. This is the greatest time. You can accomplish everything you want by the time you're 35. Oh, shit. This is the greatest time, because we age out in the job market too, as men. Yeah. We age out. And that's where a lot of brothers put themselves in position, because if you haven't really got a work history up until age 35, and now you're 35, you starting to take life serious, where you gonna work at besides some goddamn back-breaking job? Amazon and shit, unloading fucking trucks and stacking shit. Where you gonna work at? You ain't gonna sit behind no desk. You ain't gonna be no cool ass air. You ain't gonna be going to the water fountain and shit. That shit gonna be outside. That shit gonna be in a warehouse. And by that time, your damn back is starting to go bad. So you can't even build up a work history long enough to even build anything. So it's just a bad situation to be in.
Hey.
Yeah, and not everybody's like man has been fraud. Everybody can't talk. See, that's the problem. Everybody can't speak to people without
it ain't meant for everybody to speak. That's why we got voices like people like us. We the voices, you know what I'm saying? Like, like when our brother came up the other night, he was, he wasn't able, he was able to speak, but not perfectly like, like we do, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we for though, because them type of people don't mean they can't speak, don't mean that they don't have ideals, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody got
like a good brother. You seem like a good brother though.
Oh yeah, man. He tried to keep me out of trouble, but I tell people all the time, man, I'm hard head. You know what I'm saying? I'm very hard head, and that's one thing I like people to know about me before they even get to know me. Like, yeah, this nigga, he gonna take my idea, but he gonna put it on the shelf and save it for later. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just gonna use it right out the bat. But I like people to know that ahead of time. So you know how it is, man. People might have assumptions of you. You ain't got to have no assumptions about me because I'm giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? So give or take. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be putting it. You feel me? I just be me and who I am. Yeah. I had a very good big brother. You know what I'm saying? To not have a father in our life. You know, you feel me?
And see, and that's the thing. Most brothers are good at heart anyway. Most of them are. You know, it takes a traumatic experience, whether it comes from parents, whether it comes from relationships or whatever, to turn somebody into that vicious perpetrator in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It really takes, because you can always ask them, and I always ask them, when was that age of reasoning? Meaning, what point in your life when you said, fuck it, fuck the world? And you can go back and you will get 1,000 different stories of guys that like, man, when I was going dating this woman, when I was with my parents, my mother, my father, my cousin, somebody did something to you, and they either broke your heart or you said, or they violated you, and you said, fuck the world. And we'll live with that shit for the rest of our life.
Right.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the brothers that do hard work, man. Keep working, man. Your time will come when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
When you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And as far as wrestling, keep choking the shit out of each other. That's just choking the shit out. Hey, because when I don't. This is definitely a different time. When I was younger, whether we went to the movies, I used to go wrestling every Tuesday. Jerry the King Lawler, the Junkyard Dog, fucking Mongolian Stomper, Jerry, the Fargo Brothers, the Road Warriors, whatever they did in that damn ring, when your ass is on your way home, your ass was wrestling and choking people up. That's why I remember the Fu and Nelson and that fucking power drive. The power drive, and what's that when you lift them up? See, all that shit, used to practice that shit. So you built muscle challenging each other. You know, you weren't trying to hurt each other, but you was challenging and understanding strength and understanding how to balance yourself and shit. Now, I grab one of these little motherfuckers up today, man, they gonna be bent up like a pretzel for real. But then I gotta worry about somebody, you know, coming back taking my life because I hurt their feelings. You know.
They're gonna go grab that heat. Hey, I got that heat. I got that heat.
They'd be like, forget this. You may have the muscles, I got the tool.
Right. See, I know how to use my heat. I'm trained to use my heat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know. I believe in one. I believe in one shot when one shot. You know is I can't say it, but one shot when. You know, I know where to aim, man. I know how to hit. I know the Kentucky windage. I know that.
Right. Yeah, so, that's a big difference maker right there.
I don't want to be at your funeral talking about, man, me shouldn't have came at me like they don't give a damn.
I had a dude, man. I hit him with the RKO out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? But I was like 16, I was like 15, 16. My little brother had a homeboy, right? You know, I don't like nobody to touch nothing to mine. So I kept my room door closed, partially locked sometimes. But for instance, I happened to get home this day. I come home there in my room playing the game. I'm like, I told you not to touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. So they get out the room, they leave, right? So I'm a big little Debbie fan. You feel me? I love my motherfucking snacks. So so what I do was I go for a snack. They done walked out the room. They go into the back door. They done walk to the back with them. I looked at my box of motherfucking oatmeal pies, and I seen about 3 or 4 on missing. I'm like, I ate my oatmeal. They playing my game. Then I ate my fucking oatmeal pie. So what I did was now I'm acting out of emotion, right? What I talk about on Dr. Frizz's channel, emotions. So I'm acting out my emotions. Now my emotions is up and I'm out of control. I ain't trying to control it. So I'm mad. So, but I know they're young. You know, my brother like 7 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So he's friend like 7 years younger than me. So I'm like, anyway, I go to the back. My first thing was something got to be done. Anyway, I rush downstairs. I hit downstairs, out the back door downstairs. You know, baby, you can't talk shit with me. Chill out. I ran downstairs, and they didn't hear me coming, right? So the first person I can run up on with his son, I mean, not his son, but my brother friend. Man, I hit that motherfucker with the RKO out of nowhere, man. Shit was so funny to my little brother. Like, and my little brother like just killed himself laughing because it was like a real moment of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And I hit it on him so quick that one day, like I say 4 years ago, I seen him and he came to my job. He was like, "You remember me?" I was like, "Yeah, you my little brother, homeboy." He like, "Man, remember when you hit me with that RKO?" I'm like, "Bro, that was years ago. You still remember that shit?" I'm like, "I know I still remember, but I wasn't expecting him to remember." But yeah, we had a good laugh off of it, though. I'm glad that he didn't take it serious. You know, like some guys that remember shit and be like, "Yeah, you remember when you did this? Now I got to get you back." But he wasn't that type. He was like, "Yeah, man, I know." And he said, "I know why you did it, because we were fucking with your shit. And Dominique already told me ahead of time, you don't like nobody fucking with your shit." So he took accountability. It wasn't that the real serious, like I was trying to hurt the boy. No, just an RKO out of nowhere. And we dropped it. But it was a funny story, though, right? It was a funny moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good shit, man. For real. I'm like that too, man. Don't touch my shit. Because I know how I put stuff. I'm sure I know how I can turn it. I know how it's set. And I'm funny about my stuff. My wife will tell you that, like,
Right.
you don't let nobody touch shit. And I'm like, no, if I put it a certain way, don't touch it.
Right. Don't touch my shit.
Damn sure don't eat my snacks. Don't eat my snacks. You got problems.
Yeah, that's why I lock my door. I have to keep my door, boy.
Yeah, man, don't eat that shit. You know, kids or something else. It's different, you know. But dudes that come over and farting all on your comforter and shit, man, you ain't supposed to be in here. Shh. Yeah, man, don't touch my shit.
Right.
I've always been like that, man.
Yeah, that's something serious right there, man. Real serious.
Yeah, shit, man, I don't know, man. Wrestling, man, it's a big business, man. Anybody thought about being a manager or a wrestler?
Yeah, I did, man. I was like, my time passed me though. Like at that time, I thought about being a wrestler. You know, shit, it was too late when I thought about it. Like I always enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
bro, I think you would.
I never trained my body for that type of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I can flip. Like I can. I'm 39. I can still go do backflips and shit. But as far as taking bumps, somebody throwing you across the ring and shit like that, I don't know if I can take
somebody
that.
hit you on them elbows or throw you in that corner, shit, it's over.
Nah, you don't hit me with your forearm. They already said. They said this: if you can't take a forearm, don't even consider being a wrestler.
Yeah, because I remember like in my time when I was like in the early 2000s stuff, I remember like usually WWE had this sign like if you had this in front of kids, make sure they did not do this at home, like you know the wrestling moves and stuff. Boy, man, me and my cousin, we would fight each other, doing wrestling moves and everything. I mean, like, boy, we didn't even think about this, but it's like, yeah, no, boy, yeah. But it was too deep. I mean, eventually I moved on from it because I was like more towards MMA because like that's what I really got into right there. But yeah.
But let me ask you this: remember the kid that took his brother's life for trying to wrestling move? I think he power drived it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. I mean,
yeah, that was a tragedy.
You know, they do a very good job of sort of scripting those things to prevent each other. Because just imagine two guys at 250, 260, 270 really hitting each other with intent to inflict pain. And that's like two car crashing together every 20 seconds.
Right.
How much pain that really, and the mat is what saves them. The ring mat, it's pretty much thin plywood and like sheet metal and stuff like that, so you can get that loud, and it's flexible. So, that saves a lot of, man, because shit, somebody coming down on you with a 500-pound thigh on your motherfucking neck and chest, nah,
man. I know. Trust me, I know about the moves. I was 7 years old when I first got choked out. You know what I'm saying? But I got about a year or two younger than me. So,
damn.
Yeah,
little 5-year-old choked you out, man.
Man, I was like, man, bro, I thought I did have them. I had them in the hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm beating the shit out this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember how the fuck he did it or how it was done, but all I can remember me punching him, throwing hands, and then me on my motherfucking back, and he had me in the choke lock where you got your arm around the neck, and he had me arm around my neck like that.
Oh yeah, RK. Oh yeah, he had real nigga choke.
Yeah, and his legs around my waist.
Yep, real nigga choke. Oh yeah, he put the trunk on your body too.
Yeah, so I'm losing breath and shit. I'm like,
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And my big brother and his homeboy, these motherfuckers 3 years older than me. So they like 10, 11 years old. Can't even get this motherfucker off me. It took like 5 people to get this little boy off me. Because he had it locked in. He had it locked in. Like, when I say locked,
he's trained.
He had that motherfucker locked. Like, this motherfucker.
He had to be trained.
I don't know what. He had to be trained. I don't know where he learned to move from at this young age, because I don't even know about this shit at this age right now. but that taught me though. That right there taught me, like, this shit my stepdaddy be watching. Let me watch this shit. So my stepdaddy watched a lot of wrestling. He watched a lot of karate shit. So I watched a lot of karate films where they be goddamn running on top of trees and shit. You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of that shit and a lot of wrestling, and I perfected my moves using my little brother and my little cousin.
Oh man, how you gonna go for the keys, man?
I perfected the moves.
Hey, look, I had to do it on somebody.
Shouts out to Peter Nash. You don't remember none of that? Boy, you remember when I fought Robert? I don't want to say his last name, but I fought Robert. And you remember that motherfucker locked me up in that motherfucking choke lock. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
he was probably feeling good. He don't remember. He was probably feeling good. That was that day. Shit, I don't remember that shit.
I remember good, because we're right on 28th Avenue, right there by the dumpster. Right there on the side of goddamn.
He's like, man, look, I don't recall.
Look, I remember that. I can go to the exact spot where I was laying at.
Drama. The little dude hold up. You said he was 2 years younger than you.
Yeah, so I'll probably 7 or 9 in between that
this
age.
This dude was 2 years younger than you.
Hell yeah.
You had to at least be 9, because he had to
be. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it wasn't 5 putting that on you like that.
Exactly. Because if he was 5 putting it on you like that, oh yeah, he definitely had to be trained. Like,
yeah,
for real.
Too, but yeah, this dude, was bad as fuck though. So like, he didn't call a body out about two or three bodies now. Shit. So yeah.
So he was always destined for a little conflict.
Yeah, he was always in conflict.
I mean, he was the boy that was raised like, hey, you better learn how to fight, young gun, because out here, you see them boys, they out here scrapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he taught his son how to scrap. He's like, boy, you don't die out here.
He probably just watched a lot of, fighting shit or something. I don't know shit, but he caught me in that mood though. Nobody can get his ass off of me. Shit. Like,
exactly, because
my brother don't remember, but my homeboy, he can tell you this story today, because he'll tell you, well, your ass about to pop out your head.
Oh, he'll
make a joke out of it every time. Like, every time he bring that story up, he got to make a joke out of it. You know.
Well, see, those are good memories, man. Those are good. That's the good memories that make you, man. Make you, you know what I'm saying? Make you a humble man.
You weren't there. Shit. Oh, damn. I thought you was out there, but shit, it was some more grown people out there. The motherfuckers. Cause when they were lifting him up, they were lifting me up too. Like when they, you know how to try to pull your hands apart, they were trying.
Oh shit. Look,
he's like, hey, look, that wasn't me. That was someone else.
Shit, he had him seeing stars. He ain't know who was out there. Shit, he was out there. Shit. He damn choked the memory out your ass. Like, see, hey, my brother was out there. He was trying. He ain't nowhere near the scene. Yeah, see, that shit you can laugh at, man. See, that's the type of memories you need to have, whether they good or bad. You still here to tell the story.
What's up, 907, man? Got me.
What's going
Right,
on?
say you the liver up my ass.
Shit wild as hell, man.
Oh man, you got me cracking over here, man.
Man, they got choked out by a 6-year-old.
Yeah, man. Shit, hey, it was dangerous back then, man. Shit, it was dangerous. But shit.
It's always good.
Oh shit! It 105 907. You got to start the show. You about to start the show, man. I don't know if she's still in the building. Yeah, she about to start the show up. So you always had the devil when. Yeah, when you was around, I always had the devil, bro. Shit. Oh, I caught some air. Yeah, I caught a lot of airs when you weren't around. Shit. Hey, we was out here, you know what I'm saying? Doing the good old days, doing the good day when you fight, you know what I'm saying? Next day you see them, you shake hands, it was mutual respect, or you had a rematch, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no, I'm gonna go take him out the map, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that shit. It was always you hold up, you stand up, it's gonna be a crowd, and it's gonna be one on fucking one, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't like that no more, boy. It ain't like that no more. So even in my time, it was not like that no more.
No. So, Friends of Frogs, let me ask you this. Were you the kid that went looking for trouble, or you just happened to just be a recipient of it sometimes?
I always ran into it, man. Like every fucking... I ain't gonna say, well, let me say this. If they said some stupid shit, I was smart mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mouth was uncontrollable. So I couldn't control what the fuck I say. So it was like, I always had something to say. If somebody say something to me, it can be something small that I can walk off from. And I always have some crazy shit to say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's what led to the, so what's up then? You know, then it was, what's up then? And it was on. You know what I'm saying? Fight. Shit, dirty fight. I got dirt thrown in my eyes. Motherfucker.
That's how I see. They be like, hey, we already know what you is. So look, we're gonna make it even.
Smash, get straight smash. I done got jumped on at school, bullied. Man, I had a crazy look. But it was always lovely because I came out alive and unscathed. Like I ain't no broken arm, no broken leg, no broken ankle, no nothing broken. I was able to get my ass up the next day, put some ice on the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. So it was still a blessing through the fights. You feel me?
Yeah, but nowadays, some of these boys, they jumping, boy, they leaving you with blood. They making you bleed, boy. They're
gonna make sure you down and stay down. Like back then,
boy, I see some stories out here. I see some stories like on the news about one kid just get beat down by a kid, and I'm like, damn, boy, he bleeding and everything. I'm like, yeah, see, this is what y'all do. And then next thing you know, this is gonna be the same. This is gonna be the same story. You beat them up, you beat them down. Next thing you know, they're the ones coming to school with a gun in their hands, ready to pop on you. Right, bro. Like y'all gotta stop this whole bullshit, especially when they ain't bothering you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man. But I think I'm trying to see if 907 finna go on real quick. Yeah, she about to go on. So everybody, we finna move up to 907 Good Eats. We finna move over there and we finna chop it up about some food. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her shows. You know what I'm saying? She got some good shows. I love it over there. I love to talk about the food, and there's a lot of stuff she speak about that I haven't knew about. So it's educational. So let's move over there, man. And we're gonna end the show over here. Any last words from the fellas?
Man. Hey.
No, man.
For me is, go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. You start.
Oh no, okay. So look, last piece of comments from my side of the show is, as always, great show, man. Thanks for letting me up.
Yes,
as far as for wrestling goes, I mean, we just gonna see how it spins. You know, we hitting it towards the end of the cycle. You know, the cycle's about to restart, so you gonna see what happens. As far as for allegations or just how things are going on in life, as we all know, if this is not happening in your life, please don't let this affect you. Just keep moving on, do you? And make sure you duck and weave these people that are just going through the muck. Bob and weave them up.
Yes, sir. Trey.
Just like my brother said, man, right now, this is a very delicate place to live in as far as a young man, especially a young man of color trying to move out here and navigate this world, man. Listen, if it don't belong to you, don't touch it. Don't put your hands on it. You can look at it, keep it moving.
Right.
If she say no, that shit mean no, keep it moving. Don't get your feelings involved. As far as wrestling, if you're a fan of wrestling, don't try that shit on none of your friends because you can really hurt them. Don't teach your kids that shit. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to protect themselves, but not to just harm somebody. Because if you do something and the things go wrong, then you can find yourself in a lot of trouble that you can't get out of. So just be careful, move accordingly. Be nice to people, be kind, go take a fucking bath. I mean a bath, not a shower. But you do dirty people out there walking around with your dirty hands and feet and toes and shit, clean that shit. That's all I got to say, man. It's always nice, Dr. Frizzle. Always, man. Big Wally, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming up, man. Appreciate it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Get conversation, man. So yeah, we about to move over to 90 Eats. Spirit of 9, we're trying to come up, but Spirit of 9, we finna move over to 907 Good Eats, and we finna chop it up with her about some food. I might need to go get me something to eat real quick before I go over there, because you go over there, you're gonna get hungry. So, make sure you prepped up when you go over there. We're finna hit y'all with the outro, and be out of here. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.
He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness. Till one day, he was left to die. He then would rise again. He then would embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness. Shh.